distinguished colleagues, Secretary Maria Cristina A, Roque, and esteemed guests from the DTI, fellow public servants, welcome to the House of Representatives. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. The Department of Trade and Industry stands at a critical juncture, balancing its mandate to promote industry, empowering MSMEs, and protecting consumers amidst evolving trade dynamics. Recent policies, including the 60-day rice import suspension and the newly imposed 19% U.S. reciprocal tariff, underscore the challenges of safeguarding local producers while maintaining stable trade relations and competitive exports. Internally, DTI has intensified enforcement against substandard products and leveraged AI tools to streamline business, licensing, and frontline services, initiatives that mark significant progress in reducing red tape and improving public access. In recent years, the DTI achieved key milestones in trade facilitation and digital transformation. These include the launch of a 24/7 AI-powered chatbot and Project Trina to automate public assistance, and the successful staging of Manila Fame International, which showcased over 400 modern Filipino products for the global market. For fiscal year 2026, the department proposes a budget of 12.08 billion pesos, a 15.67% increase from fiscal year 2025, excluding automatic appropriations of 347.25 million pesos. This investment represents 0.18% of the national budget, and it's positioned to strengthen investment, strengthen MSME's growth, enhance export competitiveness, and fortify consumer protection. This committee looks forward to a presentation that will demonstrate how previous budget was utilized and how proposed fiscal year 2026 allocation will drive measurable outcomes, job-generated, industry-supported, and business-enabled towards an inclusive, sustainable trade environment. On that note, I will turn over the chair to the very able hands of Kong Mike Tan to proceed with our budget briefing this morning. So once again, to Secretary Roque and the DTI family, welcome to the House of the People. Maraming salamat po.
Good morning po sa ating lahat. I would just want to introduce myself. I'll be the one assigned to sponsor the budget of DTI, also its attached agencies and corporations. So looking forward to working with you all. And Secretary Cristina A, okay, you may now proceed with the presentation po.
To the Honorable former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, good morning, ma'am. To the Committee on Appropriation Chairperson Micaela Swansing, Senior Vice Chairperson Albert S. Garcia, Vice Chairperson Keith Mike Tan, Attorney Mike Tan, Honorable Vice Chairpersons and members of of course, Honorable Congressman Rufus Rodriguez, and to the members of the Committee on Appropriations, to the other members present, the Committee Secretary Leo Liaño, and to the Committee Secretariat and the civil society organizations, good morning to everyone. I'm pleased to present the Department of Trade and Industry, DTI, Fiscal Year 2026 National Expenditure Program, NEP. The main mandate of the DTI actually is really divided into three, which is number one, the foreign trade and international investment, which is actually very important for our country because aside from the income, bulk income that it generates, it gives us, it's also the bulk jobs that it generates for our people. The number one export now is our people, and we would like to lessen that as we would want our people to stay with their families here in the country. Number two is the consumer protection and fair trade. There are a lot of products. We must protect our consumers from the products that are being sold in the market. There are a lot of products now that are being brought in and that are being sold in the market that are substandard. So we need to enforce strict guidelines and strict rules to be able to make sure that the consumers are protected from the products that they purchase, especially in the online, the e-commerce platform. And of course, number three is the MSME development, which is a sector that we definitely cannot ignore. 99.6% of the business establishments in the Philippines is MSME, and 60% of the labor force is MSME. So this sector we really must put a lot of effort on. The total budget of the DTI in the fiscal year 2026 NEP is 9.951 billion, up by 3% or by 253 million compared to last year, compared to fiscal year 2025 GAA. Of this 9.9 billion, 6.9 plus billion is for the Office of the Secretary and 2.974 billion for its 5 attached agencies: the Board of Investments, the Construction Industry Authority of the Philippines, the CIAP, the Cooperative Development Authority, CDA, the DCP, the Science Center of the Philippines, and the Philippine Trade Training Center. Next slide, please. Okay. The Department of Trade and Industry, created under Executive Order number 133 of 1987, is mandated to plan, coordinate, and promote programs on trade, industry, and investments. Guided by this mandate, the department focuses on 3 core areas, which I already mentioned a while ago. Through these mandates, the DTI contributes to Sustainable Development Goal 8, decent work and economic growth, and supports the national vision of a matatag, maginhawa at panatag na buhay by 2040. The organizational outcome refers to the short to medium-term benefits delivered to clients and communities. These outcomes are intended to contribute to the fulfillment of our mandate and achievement of our goals. Emanating from our mandate, we have identified 4 organizational outcomes: exports and investments increased, industry developed, MSME assisted and developed, consumer welfare enhanced. In DTI, as this presentation, we use org outcomes and major programs almost interchangeably. The DTI, next slide please. The DTI Office of the Secretary composes of 28 bureaus, offices, and program management. Office of the Special Mandate on Vape, Bureau of E-Commerce, Halal Project Management Office, International Trade Relations, Strategic Management Office, Export Marketing Bureau, Bureau of Import Services, Foreign Trade Service Corps, Supply Chain and Logistics, Finance Service, Human Resource and Administrative Service, Information System Management Service, Planning and Management Service, Resource Generation and Management Service. Then Bureau of Small and Medium Enterprises Development, Comprehensive, the CARP, Negosyo Centers, Bureau of Market Development, Bureau of Policy Research and Innovation, Bureau of Competitive Development, and the Creative Industry Development Office. Then we also have 7 attached agencies: the BOI, the CIAP, which is then the DCP, PTTC, IPOFIL, FDCP, and Film Academy of the Philippines. The 6 corporations are SITEM, NDC, PEZA, PITC, PPI, SB Corporation. FTSC has 29 posts in 21 countries with 21 trade attaches. We are in America, ASEAN, and we also have 1,408 negosyo centers. 1,384 of them is all over Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, while 24 is in the BARM. Our strategic approach involves enhancing our mandates with the goal of creating a sustaining and a vibrant and sustainable economy. We will continue our efforts in negotiating international trade agreements and investment promotion, especially for the trade agreements. This is the mandate of our president, for us to be able to do at least strengthen our trade with our other countries, is to really push for the FTAs. BOI and PEZA and other agencies shall intensify their approach to foreign investments and investors. Aside from the industries we have been pushing, we are also pushing halal. Actually, halal has a potential of $4.5 trillion worldwide, and we are just really hoping for a certification on this. There are already 3,000 products now that have the halal that are being exported, and DTI will have an aggressive approach on the priority industry classes for development: industrial, manufacturing, transport, technology, media, telecommunications, health, and life sciences, modern and basic needs for a resilient economy. We are also working closely with the different departments, so at least we don't overlap also with the work that has to be done. Aside from that, we are opening showrooms in all the Philippine embassies all over the world to showcase the products of the MSMEs. We have actually opened already, I think, around 8 to 10, and we use this to promote B2B with the companies there and also with the companies here in the Philippines. For the creative industry, this is a sector that we will really be pushing for this year, 2025, as we feel the creative industry is a driver of trade and tourism. We may not be on top for other areas that we focus on, but for the creative industry, we are quite known all over the world for this. And just the same way Korea has used the creative industry to drive their trade and tourism, we can also do this for ours, as we have already a lot of stars that are known abroad in the different fields of the creative industry. And another thing that we might want to drive is also the anime and also the game development, which we can see a lot of potential in also leveling up the income or the salaries of our people, so that we can, hindi na sila masyadong on the blue collar job, but on the more technical and the more technology based work. For the consumer protection, we will have more aggressive price monitoring, fair trade enforcement, product standards will be set. Actually, we are really strong on the monitoring and enforcing of the products of the basic necessities and prime commodities. We didn't have any price increase on the basic necessities and prime commodities for this whole year, from August last year to August now this year. So this is a feat actually, because in the past, there's always an increase of prices for basic necessities and prime commodities. So we have kept it as no price increase in spite of the increase of some of the materials or raw materials. We will strengthen and ensure the quality of our products being sold in the market. So we also have a strict push on the e-commerce platform, because a lot of these products are now being sold in the e-commerce platform. And then for the DTI strategic direction, for the 5-point strategy for MSME development, digitalization, and AI, we must go digital. We are 7,600 islands, and the only way for us to sell and to get the message across and to be able to disseminate information is to use the digital platform and AI. We are also global. We are also open to the global world, so we cannot be left behind in the digital space or digital technology. Number 2, diversification. We must teach our MSME to diversify. They cannot rely on a single product anymore to sell. So if anything happens to that single product, they have a second, third, fourth source to rely on. And then next is the funding. For MSMEs, napaka-importante ang funding. So DTI has the SB Corp, an attached agency, is a bank. So we have made a lot of changes. So no collateral for 1 year. No payment of principal and interest also for 1 year. For loan from 10,000 to 10 million.